I'd say a furry is a fan of furry art, and furry art is anthropomorphic creatures which are basically half human, half animal. And they're kind of everywhere. Like, if you've ever seen a Disney movie, particularly the Robin Hood movie from the 60s, that's pretty much a furry. And they really are everywhere. Like, once you start looking for them, they're just everywhere. And basically, a furry is anyone who particularly likes that kind of art, or like the Redwall series, the series of books. Those are furry novels, and it's basically anyone who likes that kind of thing. Currently, with the internet getting larger and larger, the fandom's grown larger and larger. And there are now several sites that are the main places where furries hang out online. Fur Affinity is a site that you basically go on, and the first thing you see is a bunch of little thumbnails of pictures that people have posted on there. And it's basically like people make art and post it up on the site. You can also write stories and poetry and music. Friendships in the fandom are all kind of, it's an individual-based thing. Like, there's a lot of people who go by nothing but their fan name, and those are the people who usually, like, go in forums and stuff. But I have a few people that I've met on there that I've actually, you know, like, become friends with and then friended on Facebook, so I know about who they are as an actual person. But a lot of people just choose to stay behind what's called their fursona, which is the animal, half human, half animal version of themselves in the internet world. So my personal persona is actually called Mikma, and it's kind of a strange name that I just made up. And it's a all-white sea otter, and this is kind of this is actually an avatar for my site that I made of him. And then another common thing, just kind of like that people wear, is ears, and these are a pair of ears that I made, and they just kind of clip onto your hair like that. And people do it, you know, match their persona. This is just kind of like, sea otters obviously don't have ears like this. This is some sort of cat or canine or something. I just made them because I wanted a pair of ears. But people have them and wear them all the time. And that kind of goes into like the fursuit, which is the full thing where it's actually a whole head. Actually, it was really interesting because last year, sitting in the front row of my biology class was someone with a big tail and furry ears. And that was kind of like, I just saw it, I'm like, huh. And it turns out he's a furry, and now I'm friends with him and on Facebook. And I don't think we're friends on Fur Affinity, but, you know. So there are furries in college and stuff like that. And, you know, a lot of people don't, because I used to wear my tail around everywhere, and a lot of people don't realize that that's actually furry. They just think, oh, he's got a tail, ha ha ha. And a lot of people like it, so it's interesting. I woke up before everyone else, and the image of my muffin popped into my head the second I opened my eyes. As a smile crept across my small muzzle, I lifted my head up and looked around. A field of lumps covered in patched up faded sheets lay before me, their sides rising and falling like giant quilted ocean, and the occasional wail blast from my eldest brother as he choked on his own saliva. As quietly as I could, I lifted myself off of my matching corrugated Frigidaire bed set and got up onto the balls of my feet.